Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel VNCAC in IT classes. Today we are going to see intent in Android. So first of all, to create an intent we have to go new project, then we have to click the empty activity and we will select it empty activity and click to the next. When we click on the next, we will have these many options: name, package name, save location, language and minimum SDK. So language, I will prefer the Java, and the minimum SDK will be API 21 Android 5.0 Lollipop, because it will work on 98.8% devices. And then click finish. When you click finish, the Gradle will run and all the project relevant file and folders are established. Once you will get the file main activity.java and activity underscore main.xml. So we are waiting for the activity underscore main.xml. Once it will come, then we will start making intent. So this is the code part. So before going to learn about the intent, we have to know about a clear view of what we are going to make. So we are going to make two activity. First is create activity and second is receive activity. In create activity, we will make a edit text so that we can type any text that we are going to send in a different activity. And we need a button. When we press on the button, it will send our message to the different activity. So the second activity is the receive activity, where we are actually receive the message from the create activity. So in receive activity, we have only text view so that we can see the message which sent through create activity. So here we need only text view. To show the message. Once the both activity we will create, when we click on the submit button, it will send our message to the from create message to the receive message, and this process is called as intent. So for intent, we need two activities and we will send one message from create activity to receive activity, and through intent we will display our message in the receive activity, and in our case it is a second activity. So now first we will create two activities. As earlier mentioned, one is create activity and second is receive activity. So we need two activities, one with edit text and the button, and second we need receive activity with text view that will show our output. So in third case, we need a receive activity with the text view, so that we can see the message which is sent through the create activity to the receive activity. Now this will we are going to create in the Android application. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to change constraint layout to the linear layout, so that our arrangement should be in a linear fashion. So I will delete the constraint layout and write it like linear layout. And I will also delete the text view, because here we need edit text. Before that, I will change the padding of the Android device with the 16 dp or 16 pixel, and second I will use Android colon orientation vertical, so that all the arrangement should be vertical. So I will delete the text view and I will create the edit text. So I will type it like edit text, and the edit text will come. Here I am going to use wrap content for the both width and the height of the edit box. Now need Android colon layout margin. So margin from the top I need. So I will type it like top, and I will give around 20 dp. So I will type it like 20 dp. And next we need Android colon hint. Hint equals to in edit box we will be give the hint, so that it will appear that some message we have to type. So I will type it like @string/hint. So I will use a string.xml file, there I will put my hint. So we will see it, and this file is in the values folder. So we have drawable also, and layout we will see it later, but in values we have a string file. So we double click it, and I will type it like write name for the edit box. So I will type it like string name, and for hint we will type it like enter a message. So it will be enter a message, right? So this is our string file, and now we will again goes to the activity underscore main file, and here again we will write it Android colon EMS equals to 10. So this EMS will indicate the actual length of the edit text, so it will not goes beyond that 10. So I will close it edit text, and I will write the code for the button. So I will write it like button, enter, and we will get the Android layout width and height for the button. So I will type it like wrap content for the both width and the height. Now next I will use Android colon ID. I will create ID for button. So I will type it like @ +ID /send. So send is the ID of the button. So remember guys, send is the ID for the button that we will going to use in the Java file. Okay, and I will set the margin for the button also 20 dp, and I will type it like it Android colon on click equals to on send message, and again I will type it like Android colon text equals to @string slash send. So this send we already mentioned in the string file, right? Earlier we have used for the hint and the send. And again I will close it, that button. Okay, this is first activity underscore main is ready, and here it is the main activity.java file. There we will type it like import android dot app dot activity and import space android dot content dot intent for the intent. So intent is a class here, and now we are going to type import android dot view and import the view class. Now I will type it like import android dot widget dot edit text semicolon. So now we will create the on send function, or we can say on send method. So I will write the public access specifier void stat on send, and I will type it like view and curly braces open and close, and the next line is edit text message is, we will create a object of edit text, name as message view, equals to edit text find view by id and r.id dot the id which we have mentioned for the edit text, that is message. Now the message we will get in the form of string, so we will create a string object message text, and we will type it like message view dot get text dot to string. So by default that any message in the form of a string we will convert into the text and store into the message text object. And now we will create the object for the intent class. So I will type it like intent, it should be capitalized. So intent space intent. Now this intent is the object of intent class, and we will provide the memory for this new object through the new keyword, and we will type this object, and we will mention the activity which we are going to indicate. So this object will precisely indicate that class. So here that class is the second activity which we are going to make. So we have to go into new and then activity, and then we have to select the empty activity. So now this is I will change the name, or we can leave it, I will change in the later stages, and I will load the file. Okay, now this is our second activity. In the second activity, what we have to type here, we have to type here that second activity, that name is main activity 2 dot class we are going to use. right? And now this is I forget to mention that input. Now we will collect that message that we have in the message text. So I will type it like intent dot put extra main activity to extra message. So it should be in the capital, so I will type it like extra message, extra underscore message, comma. Okay, so I forgot to mention equals to, sorry for that. And now that intent is ready. Now we have to start this intent. So start activity and pass the intent object. Okay, now this is our first Java file, and everything looks fine. We will create the text view so that we can see the message. So I will change the constraint layout to linear layout. And I will type it like Android colon orientation. I will set as vertical, and if you want you can give the padding also. Now we will create the text view and set the height width as 112 dp and Android colon layout height is 73 dp. Now I will use the font family as serif, and I will set the Android layout gravity as center, so that message should be displayed in the center. And I will again type it like Android, the text color, and the text color should be black. So this is the Java file of the second activity. We will import the necessary packages in the classes, and I will import the Android dot content dot intent and import Android dot widget dot text view for the text view. And I will mention here that static message that we are going to send, that is public static final, that extra message which we have to send. So string extra message, extra underscore message. So we are explicitly define the extra message here. So extra message equals to message. That message we type into the message we type in the edit text box, we will get here. Now I will create the intent here. So intent, and I will create the object of the intent class equals to get intent, the intent which we are sending through the create message activity. And I will write it like string and string message. I'm going to create a object of the string class, string message text. equals to intent dot get string extra, and we will pass the extra message here. Now I will write it like text view, and I will create the object of text view is message view equals to text view dot text view find view by id, and here id is the message, so it will be like r.id.message. Now I will create a message view, so it is message view dot set text message view and semicolon. I have written wrong spelling, it is message view, and I think so some error is coming, we'll see it. So it is just message text instead of message view. Okay, now I think it's okay. One error is coming message, we will see it, but before that we will go to the manifest file and change the necessary actions. We have to mention the second activity here because we have added the second activity, and in XML it is necessary to mention that we have used the second activity, otherwise that app will not. Okay, now in the main activity we will remove that error. I forget to mention the id of the edit text, so I will write it like android:id message. Now there is no error as such in the file, everything is right only, and I forget something here. I forget to close the text view, so we will close the text view, and now we have to change the linear layout. I forget to change the linear layout. So now the emulator came. Now we will type our message hello world, we will send it, and we will receive this message hello world. If you like my video, then like, share and subscribe.